the cloud. Okay, let's get underway. Is there any sound for this one, Lorraine?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just concerned about the sound. It should be, let me click on that and go. Okay, people, we're getting underway at a Century 21 office in Toronto. And, pardon me, Royal LePage. I just did, let me play this and apologize in a moment.
There's a solution that's making waves in the industry for 29 years. ICIWorld.com. Picture this. A platform that connects you to a world of residential, industrial, commercial, and investment real estate. A place where opportunities are not only found, created. This is the reality that satisfied users of ICIWorld.com experience every day. Take it from a seasoned broker like John, who says, ICIWorld.com opened up a whole new avenue for me. It's not just a listing service. It's a networking platform. I've made connections that have propelled my business forward in ways I never imagined. Or listen to the words of Sarah, a real estate investor who attests. ICIWorld.com is a gold mine of opportunities. I found properties and investment opportunities that I would never have stumbled upon otherwise. And then there's Mike, a commercial real estate agent who shares. ICIWorld.com has changed the game for me. The platform's ease of use and vast listings have made my job easier and more profitable. But don't just take their word for it. ICIWorld.com is not just a website. It's a gateway to a world of opportunities. It's a tool that turns the complex world of commercial real estate into a navigable, profitable landscape. Network and share your haves and wants. So why wait? Why continue struggling with the labyrinth of commercial real estate when the solution is right at your fingertips? ICIWorld.com isn't just a resource, it's a revolution, and it's one click away. Dive into the world of ICIWorld.com. Uncover the hidden gems of commercial real estate. Forward. Open the door to a world of opportunities. It's time to redefine your commercial real estate journey. Start with ICIWorld.com. Your future in commercial real estate awaits. Embrace it. Visit ICIWorld.com to make an appointment and meet us online. Call 416-214-4875. We are a real estate information listing service where you can share and network your real estate information.
Did everybody hear that at the back? Okay. So what you're listening to is what I call an ILS, Information Listing Service. Interesting. We're all familiar with MLS. I've served on MLS committees. We know all about MLS. You have to have a signed listing to put it on MLS. But in commercial real estate, there's a lot of stuff not on MLS. Am I right or wrong? Everybody in the room? I think we have a more experienced group here today than normal. Usually we have a lot of people coming in, they don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about that. So if somebody says that they want to sell their property for $4 million, bring me a buyer, I'll pay you a commission, but I don't want to give you a listing right now, but you bring me a buyer, I'll pay you a commission. They all say that. Am I right or wrong? You can't put that on TREB. Am I right or wrong? Guess what? You can put it on ICI World, an information listing service. I've been a broker for 52 years. I think every broker, not only, it started with MLS, believe it or not, over 100 years ago. That's when MLS started. And now you've got ILS that's getting started. Information listing service that allows you to network. Of course, the problem is if somebody knows the address and they go behind your back, you don't make any money. I'm going to show you how to protect yourself today. That you can network the information, network the opportunity without giving away the address. Okay, interesting, eh? There's some little bit of information on myself. I'm going to be inviting you all. Anybody here of CCIM? Just one? Nobody else has heard about it yet? I'm now introducing it to you for the first time. CCIM. Do you have a pad of paper to take notes somehow? I'm going to give you some resources. There's no way that we cover everything that there is to know today session. Also, it's very easy to forget about what we're talking about today. So there are videos that you can listen to later. But the first thing I want to do is invite you all, every one of you, to attend a CCIM chapter meeting. We meet on a regular basis around Toronto, up in Richmond Hill and Vaughan and Mississauga. And it's about 300 members of the chapter that are brokers and salespeople like ourselves. And we're all interested in commercial real estate. And a lot of us are all coming from residential. Because I'm telling you now, get excited. There is a way for every single customer that you bump into to do a little bit of commercial. And if you don't want to do commercial, and that person has a home for sale, you can do a referral to a broker that does residential. You can be picking up referrals by talking to every business owner. My big pitch in the industry, people wonder, gee, Gary, you're in commercial real estate, but you do a lot of talking to residential people. And they've always been separate. I say, no. If you go to a doctor and you have something wrong with your ear, eyes, nose, or throat, what does the doctor do? He refers you to it. You're the same thing. You can start doing referrals like never before by asking the right questions, which I find that even experienced pros in the business for 50 years are not doing. And I'm opening it up to make life easier, because if you ask one question, would you consider selling your property for $5 million if you got the right price? And if they say, sure, bring me in $5 million, I'll pay you a commission, that's a piece of information. That piece of information can make you a lot of money. Am I right or wrong? Interesting, eh? Now, your hands are tied right now, because unless you can get a signed listing, your hands are tied. Am I right or wrong? But I'm going to be showing you a way today that you can post it on an information listing service, that you can trigger a lead from a buyer. He's going to ask you for the address. You're not going to give it to them for two reasons. Number one, if you give somebody an address and it's not listed, what are they going to do? Maybe go behind your back. And number two, RICO has a guideline and a code of ethics that states that you must have the consent of the owner in writing if you're going to give an address of a property for sale to someone. I'll repeat. We all know this. If you're going to give an address of a property for sale to someone, you should have the listing in writing from the owner before you show it. And that's what we preach at ICI World. Even though we got 40,000 listings, there's up to 40,000 now, 75% of them are exclusive, not on MLS. You tell me if that isn't fantastic. And I'm going to be showing you today how you can be making instant connections. Unbelievable. You want a shopping center? Or do you have a shopping center? You had the buyer.
Buyer.
Oh, she's got the buyer. All right, now, if we want to find a shopping center for sale, everyone open the app. Let's do it. We're going to get right into a workshop today with you. Everybody in the room has the app or the computer, and if you want to do both, go ahead. So when you get to the app, you'll notice that it says search. So everybody should have, can you just show me that you've got that on your screen? Everybody's got, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, very good. And you have it on your computer, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and you got it too as well? Okay, click on the word search. And when you click on search, you're going to notice that you have the same 4 choices. By the way, we have 150 websites. ILS.realestate. I've got worldrealestatenetwork.com. We've got over 100 websites. And when you post your information once on ICI World, it populates all these websites instantly and automatically. Plus, your information goes automatically onto 3,000 other brokers' websites. Come on in and make yourself at home. Grab one of these, each one of these, before you sit down. And so now, if we want to search a shopping center, what are we going to click on?
Commercial.
Commercial. Everyone click on commercial. I'm going to do the same thing on the screen here. All our websites access the world database, one database for the whole world. And on this website, go down the page just a little bit, and do you see where it says business category? And what are you going to choose? She has a buyer, and we want to find a shopping center. What are you going to click on? Very good. Pardon me if I go a little bit slow, but I want to make sure everybody's with me in the room, okay? I don't want to lose, not one in this room. I don't want to lose you, because it makes there's a lot of money to be made here. Hundreds of thousands of dollars here. Now, you'll see where it says haves and wants. If she has the buyer, what are you going to search for?
Want.
I got one said wants.
Have.
She says haves. The haves have it. Why? Haves are the properties for sale and for lease. Wants are what people are looking for, the acquisition criteria of buyers and tenants looking for space. So we're going to change it to a have. And this is okay to make mistakes here today. It's not a mistake. We're learning. We learn from our mistakes. If you do something right, you don't learn. You already know it. So we're learning. This is a workshop for brokers and salespeople. Now, when you change it to a have, go down, you'll notice that it says 3 months. We're going to leave it on 3 months. All the listings that we have on the screen right now are all going to be less than 3 months old. They're all fresh, ready to do business today. And I mean today. If you had a pharmacy and you checked our buyers, they're not going to look next week, next month, tomorrow, believe it or not. They're going to hop in their car today and go see it within hours, because there's several buyers for pharmacies and they all know it. The same thing is true for dental offices. Same thing is true for some other things in the business. You can take all the news that you want on Trump and everything else in the world. Just pay attention to your market of people that have to do business. There's people that have to make money today, and they've got businesses that they're looking to buy and sell. That's ongoing despite all the distractions, Facebook, social media, everything going on. There's people have to buy and sell. And this is going to lock you into who some of those buyers are and who those sellers are. Okay, now one way to search is just search the database, but you're only going to get the latest listings first. And what I would like to do is to sort them by price, which is sort on field. You're going to change the word age and change it to price. There it is there. And how many do you get before I click on it? How many do you get? Go ahead and search database. Throw me out a number, anybody? 35? I got a 33. What else?
I got 35.
35 is the correct answer. Okay, did somebody choose an area like Canada or something? Okay, I did not say choose an area. Okay, and that's the only reason why, and that's minor. That's we don't even have to worry about that. But leave it, I'm not going to be searching areas for purposes of demonstration today. I just want to search, get it done, teach you how to search. And it's the old story of the two men and two boys. One was catching the fish, giving it to the boy, let him reel it in. The other one, the father says, he's catching all the fish and I can't catch him. You know the story. The one man taught his boy how to finally catch fish himself. And when the fathers both died, who kept on catching fish? The ones. So I'm teaching you how to fish here, not just giving it to you. Okay, so now you have how many shopping centers? 35 shopping center opportunities on the screen, all less than 90 days old. Let's click on, I don't know, maybe the one for 13.5 million. 13.5 million, let's click on it. And do you see the name of the, the name of the real estate office? What is it? Royal LePage. There you go. So there's a gentleman. His first name is Cosmo Costa. He sold some shopping centers, started in residential. We showed him how to do all this stuff, and he's been selling stuff ever since. Land, everything, shopping centers, the whole works. But I want you to see something special just above his name under the word control. What does it say? Just above his name. And you should be able to see it on your computer, on your laptop. Regular client. Isn't that interesting? So this is a regular client of Cosmo, where the client says, bring me in, what is it, 3.5? How much was it? 13.5. Bring me in $13.5 million. I'll pay you a commission, but I don't want to give you a buyer. I don't want to give you a signed listing at this point. So we call it regular client. A regular client is dealing with Cosmo and gave him a verbal commitment that he would pay him a commission. How do you set that up? Cosmo gets a call. Somebody says, listen, I saw your shopping center for 13.5. We have a group that's buying shopping centers in Ontario. Cosmo, if you don't mind, I'd like to have the address and drive by it. And if I like it with my colleagues, I'll call you back. Do you give them the address? I've repeated that twice today to make sure I'm reinforcing that with you. I'm going into other offices. I'm not going to say the names of them. They're giving out addresses to people, and they wonder why they're not making any money. People can smile in your face in our business, unfortunately, smile in your face, and go right outside and call the owner and go direct. If you give them the address or identify the property. If I said I had an Esso gas station in Lindsay, Ontario, there's 3 answers here I'm going to ask you all. Does it give it away? Yes. Does it give it away? No. Or I don't know. If you don't know, say I don't know. So if I have an Esso gas station in Lindsay, Ontario, does that give it away? How many say yes? I got 1, 2, 3. How many say no? How many don't know? Well, all the rest don't know because you didn't answer. Am I right or wrong? The yeses have it. And the reason is there's only 2 Esso gas stations in Lindsay. So if it's a $3 million property, unfortunately, some of your colleagues at the Toronto Real Estate Board, they can end up going direct. Am I right or wrong? They can smile in your face and then end up going behind your back. Now, when you go to your place of worship or church or whatever, wherever you worship, do you lock your car in the parking lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to protect yourself because that's like, information is like money. It can be $200,000. And you got to protect that. How you protect it is right up front when you're trying to get somebody interested in your property to protect the confidentiality of that situation. I have a $30 million shopping center in Brantford, Ontario. Does that give it away? How many say yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, everybody in the room? Why?
There's only one.
There's only one. Good job, people. Nicely done. If I say I have a $2 million shopping center in Toronto, does that give it away? No, that's right. So you got to be very careful. We had one person, they said I had an Esso gas station on number 7 highway between the 404 and Yonge Street. Somebody drove along that road and found it. Okay? And that's a big commission for you. The same way lawyers have confidential information and doctors have confidential information, I suggest to you that that is confidential information on this service. You've got to be very professional about it, how you handle it, and that's what we're teaching here today. Any questions so far? No? Let's move. Go ahead.
Buyer.
Yes.
You don't give them the ad.
No.
You don't know where in Ontario this place is.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
What's
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. What would be the next step? You got some, is the Is the broker of record here today? No?
Down-
Oh, downstairs? Okay. First of all, some of the advice we're going to be giving you is to talk to your broker of record, talk to other people that do agreements. Essentially, I would never want to, I'm recommending from ICI World officially from us that you always get something signed in writing before you show any properties. That's a good start right there. That can be from your buyer. But you can get a signed listing from your seller. And we're going to be teaching how you have a verbal agreement from the seller ahead of time that once you find a buyer, that they will sign a 48-hour exclusive listing before showing it.
It's a verbal.
This is verbal.
Right.
So once you have the buyer, you call them on the Friday and say, I've got a buyer to show it on Saturday. I need to get a 48-hour exclusive listing in order to show it tomorrow.
Well, my question is-
Got it? Over $1 billion. You saw the sign downstairs? $1 billion of sales. It was all done this way. Unbelievable. So simple, so simple.
Be interested in this particular property. He has no clue where this place is. And you.
Price range.
You're not, yeah,
A lot of people looking for shopping. My answer is that you're going to have this on your website. Do you have a website? Okay, on your website, all of this information is going to be on your website. But it's going to be on your website, which I'm going to demonstrate in a moment. It's going to be on your website in a way that you get the leads. In other words, people can't click on it and get the listing broker. You get the inquiry. So you can show them the list of these 50 shopping centers on your website. That's one way to do it. And then they say, I'm interested in these 3. And then you get more details on them all. And you'll say, well, where the heck is it? You come to my office on Saturday, I'll make arrangements for you to see it. Allow an hour to go see it. But if you don't want to be giving away the location of it, because he might be pressing you for the purpose of going behind your back. Now, how do you do that? Well, do you all agree that the bottom line in our business is one of building relationships? That's the bottom line. You can take everything else that's going on. You still got to have a good relationship. Are you going to split a $400,000 commission, which it's common and guys are doing it and ladies are doing it on this network, without even getting together over a cup of coffee or having lunch together? You got to spend some time with the people you're going to be doing some business with. And I can read in your eyes if you're a little shifty or shady, which you're not. I don't see that. Okay? In other words, you can sense if the person's got a reputation, and the choice that you have in this business is to make right there. Are you going to work with these people or not? That's another reason. Mark this down, ccim.com and ccimcanada.com. We run networking sessions on a regular basis where, oh, how are you doing? How's the family doing? Like, you get to meet people face to face, the people that you're going to do business with. And I'd like to invite you to come out to the meetings. The membership in the chapter is approximately $125 a year, or something like that. You come out to the networking meetings, and the chapter website is ccimcanada.com. I designed that for the chapter back in 1994. ccimcanada.com. A lot of the newer people are not using that. I still use it. That'll get you there. And then you find out when the next meeting is. You join the chapter. You start coming out to the networking meetings. There's education. I'm also going to recommend you mark down ccim.com as the main website. It stands for Certified Commercial Investment Member. It's a professional commercial real estate designation. And I'm also, okay, I see it now. Thanks. Sometimes I have to make the mistake myself, once, then I learn. Thank you. I was tripping over a cord for people at home that will be listening to this video in the future. And ccim.com, I'm recommending a course for every single broker and salesperson in the world. It's called CI 101. You should mark that down, CI 101. It will teach you the before and after tax consequences of investing in any income producing real estate, retail, office, industrial, you name it. You'll be able to analyze it. It's going to take some of the the mystery out of commercial real estate for the people that are listening to this in the future, listening to these videos, because we post them online and they can be there for the next year or two, and they still apply. All our videos from day one, believe it or not, apply right to this day. And it's amazing how people are sometimes busy and they don't get a chance to read them. We're in a fast-paced world. Unless you put something into 12 seconds, you sort of kind of lose people. It's too bad, because there's so much money being made for the people that just dig down this one time. It's a one-time setup, everything that I'm talking about. It's a 1-hour training session that if you do end up joining today, it's only $30 to join today if you wanted to join. But it's education in the meantime, because if you notice that app, you were able to get the contact names and numbers. You can go off and you can do business, and you don't have to join today. But if you want to paste or post your haves and wants, then you need to join. And that's basically $30 to join. We also have a special today too, $240 for 15 months. That works out to $16 a month. And if you do join today, you'll also get this card called a corporate VIP card. You'll get one of these, which entitles you to discounts on every single one of these things that you see here. And if you end up saving money at Cineplex Odeon Theaters or Park and Fly, which I just saved $75, if you save more than the $240 membership fee, that makes your membership free. Am I right or wrong? Okay, some people say, it's not a free membership, you got to pay $240. Yeah, but if you save this amount of money, that's okay, you don't have to do that. I'm okay, I'll go right to the edge. But if you save money on anything here, bingo, and brokers. One broker bought a laptop computer, saved $300. Another one rented a car, another $300. Another lady in San Francisco. It's all over the world. You can save money with this card. So anybody that joins today gets this card before you go home. You make an appointment with me. All appointments are done over the internet using Zoom. Lorraine, can you still hear me? Are you still there? Lorraine, are you there?
I am, but I was muted.
Oh, that's okay. Next week, I happen to be traveling. So if you do end up joining, Lorraine's going to do the first introduction session to you. And then when I come back, I would like to have a one-on-one session with you. Okay, I'm your assistant. Even though I've been a broker for 52 years, I can't believe it. It's like yesterday, I can think of my first deal when I came in. Even though I've been a broker for this long, I want you to consider me as a personal marketing and information assistant to each and every one of you. I'd like to be your assistant, okay? And I'm enjoying it. When I hear about deals that you're doing, just like she did a deal in 2 days, I love hearing about that. I was the first one to congratulate you right away, because I get a kick out of that. I really do. And we've actually done over $1 billion in sales. And there's a QR code. Is there anybody here who does not know how to use a QR code? Maybe here I can understand. Anyone else doesn't know how to use a QR code? Okay, same thing. Okay, what you do is you put your camera on one of these funny figures, and then a little yellow URL comes up. You click on it, and bingo, it pops up on the screen. So if you wanted to see all the brokers, 75 pages of brokers, they've done not one deal. They've all done 2, 5, 10 deals. The brokers, once you learn how to do this stuff, you're going to be doing this every 90 days. We have a special pledge. Every single one of you should either be doing a deal every 90 days. I know it's a tall statement, or goes along with the following statement, or developing good business relationships with people that you feel will lead to doing deals someday. Either doing deals or developing good business relationships with people. Otherwise, you get back to me, you are missing something, not us. We've been doing this for 32 years, and we've got the experience to help brokers do all these transactions. And those brokers that have done transactions online, that should be the inspiration to every one of you. If they can do it, you can do it. Okay, let's continue on. I'll give you another test. Actual story. Brokers making $50,000 within 90 days of this seminar. One of the things we teach is introduce yourself to every single business owner that you ever go into for the rest of your life. I'm an assistant to each and every one of you. My number one job is to help you make money. So I'm going to give you suggestions. You can use them or you can say, forget it. It's your choice. at least just hear me out. Just hear me out. If you go into any business, every single business is owned by somebody. Am I right or wrong? If you go through a car wash, could you ask to speak to the owner of that car wash if you wanted to?
Yeah.
How about a restaurant? How about a pharmacy? If they're not there, you leave your business card and say, please have the owner call me back. Starting today, never going to another business again. This is my recommendation. So one broker said to me, Gary, and he was a residential broker, wanted to do commercial. He says, I'm going to my dentist tomorrow. Could I ask my dentist, would you consider selling if I could get you the right price? Now, when you're introducing yourself to a business owner, first of all, they don't know who you are. So you're going to take out your business card. But before you take out your business card, the way I suggest you do it is give that owner a compliment for something. Because if you ask to speak to the owner of a restaurant, he's probably thinking that you got a complaint. Am I right or wrong? So why not give them a little compliment right off the bat? I enjoy the meal. The meal was really good. I enjoy the service. You got a nice place here. I'll be coming back again. But by the way, I wanted to introduce myself. And you pull out your business card. And I work in the area. I'm in real estate. And you never know when maybe we can do some business. Could you do that today before 5 o'clock? Someplace. Variety store, dollar store, I don't care what it is. They're all available buying and selling. Guess what? That owner of that commercial business, do they live in a home? Yeah. They also deal in real estate in their own home. They also have children that are going to university. Maybe they want to invest in a condo someplace. They also invest in real estate, duplexes, triplexes, apartment buildings, all kinds of different things. One business owner can make you, if you develop a good business relationship with that owner, he also has a big clientele of people that he knows because he's in business. And if he starts recommending you to other people and you start giving good service, you can end up working with one business owner the rest of your life and doing 50 deals a year. Like, it's happening. It can happen. So business owners is a strategy that I'm suggesting people in real estate, and you've all been in it in this room more than 5 years. So you have a major advantage over a lot of the younger people getting started. So this one broker went to his dentist, and the dentist knew he was in real estate. And then he says, listen, by the way, and the first question I suggest you ask, and you can even write this down on a pad of paper. Whenever you're talking, after you introduce yourself to somebody, you ask them, may I ask you a business question? Sorry, Lorraine, I didn't follow the PowerPoint.
Yes, I noticed that.
Hang on one second. I'm going to use the PowerPoint to review everything here in a moment. Oh, wait a minute. Let me stop that. Hang on one second, please. Where does it show the full screen? Oh, that's the wrong one. There it is. Okay, just leave it here for a moment. May I ask you a business question? Just say, sure, go ahead. Here's the question. And you could write this down. If I was to get you the price you wanted, people, over $1 billion of real estate has been done this way. If you change the words, and I'm going to be giving you the wording here, you're going to be able to see it later, you're going to be able to take a picture of it. You change one word, brokers come back, says, doesn't work here, doesn't work. I check their wording, no wonder it doesn't work. They changed it. Don't change what I'm saying. If I was to get you the price you wanted, would you consider selling? People change the wording. And then the owner says, no. They get all a bunch of no's. Why? Because they were asking for a listing. You don't ask for a listing. They're already probably going to say they don't want to give you a listing. You just met them. You're sitting down for the first time, going through the car wash for the first time. They're not going to give you a listing. Would they consider selling? Almost every business would consider selling. Am I right or wrong? If they got the right price. People, I'm telling you now, business owners need your help. Big time, more than you'll ever know. I'm getting stories from people, they want to retire, but they don't want to tell all their customers that they want to sell. It could be bad for business. But in confidence, if you bring me a buyer, I don't want to put it on MLS. I don't want everybody to know it's for sale. It could be bad for business. My chef might want to leave because I'm getting a new buyer and they might not hire him. All the employees might leave because they figure, oh, the new people are going to run it themselves. It could be bad for business. Maybe somebody thinks there's something wrong in the back with the health department. You never know what goes through people's minds. But in confidence, different story. And there's only two professions that can talk to an owner about trading in real estate. Who are they? Lawyer and real estate. That's it. So you and the lawyers are not out there talking to them. So there's nobody helping these business owners. The business owner has to approach somebody, but you're in there anyways. You're traveling around. You're already in a variety store. You're already going shopping, doing something. You know, you got fast food establishments and malls. By the way, is your owner here? Oh yeah, by the way, I really enjoy your mood. I enjoy the shawarma dinner that I just had. And by the way, here's my business card. I just want to introduce myself. And can I ask you a quick business question? Would you ever consider selling if I could get you the right price? He might say, sure, bring me in 400 grand. Sell it today. Bingo. That's all you need. That's all you need. Why? Because now you can ask them three special questions, which I'm going to go over in a moment. And these three special questions, again, has helped brokers generate the information that gets circulated in the industry. They make a connection, they go through the property. The dentist said to the residential broker, as a matter of fact, we have it for sale for $1.8 million right now. It's not listed. But if you bring me a buyer, I'll pay you a commission. So I'm going to ask you all. I want to see if anybody in this room, I'll give you 10 seconds. All the members that are on here, I give them 3 seconds to do this. Can you find me a buyer within 10 seconds for a dental office on ICI World? I'll count to 3 and I'll say go. Do you understand the question? Find me a buyer for a dental office within 10 seconds. 9. 8. Only less than 90 days old. That's all the ones I want, less than 90 days old. 7. 6. Do you want a tip? Go to keyword searching. For businesses is keyword searching. For apartment buildings, shopping centers, land, you go to business category. You're going to go to keyword searching. Yeah. Anybody have an answer? Throw out a number. If you get the number. 5. 4. Okay, I got one answer of 2. Who said 2? 3. You got 3 and 2. Okay. 2. 2. Okay, good. Are these all wants?
These are all ones.
These are wants. 2 is the correct answer. Did you get it?
Mhm.
Okay. You only need 1. You only need 1. He ended up calling the broker. Within 1 day, they showed it, and within 3 days, they sold it. They each made $25,000 within 90 days of this session.
So,
By the way, how much did that question cost to ask the dentist?
cost of a business card.
That's it. Isn't that amazing? This,
And you're cleaning.
you know, everybody rushes up to the lotto things and I want to buy a lotto, buy a lotto. Ask business owners a free question. You know, you have to spend $2 for a card, for a ticket, $10. It's free. Next question. If you were to go to 10 restaurant owners and ask them would you consider selling for the right price? If I could get you the right price, how many do you think out of 10 would answer yes? Just throw me out a number, anyone. How many? I got 9 over here. Maybe 10? Okay, 4?
50%, fine.
Okay, fine. You are all, I'm telling you now, more experienced than normal because I get a lot of 0, 1s, and 2s. But that's in people that have only been in the business, they just get started. They don't understand what you understand in this room. You all have a great chance to make a lot of money here, okay? You've got a license that's cost you megabucks to get here and maintain. I'm talking about the opportunity to cost the money, all your regular living expenses and everything else just to keep going in this business. And you're going in and you're bumping in, you're going into all these businesses every day and not asking them, am I right or wrong?
Right.
Starting today, I'm recommending that's what you do. It's up to you what you want to do. If you disagree with something, you should bring it up right now. Okay, because I want to get it out here to get you turned on to working information and networking. This whole service started out of the Toronto Real Estate Board. I was a member of the CCIM chapter, and we have meetings on a regular basis, breakfast meetings. We in the auditorium on Don Mills. And I would stand in a room like this and I would say, a networking session. Do you have any haves or wants? In this case, she has a buyer for a shopping center. And I would say, does anybody have a shopping center in here? 2 hands would go up. I would go around, collect your cards, and I would give them to you. Then you would talk to them after the meeting. This is a 1-minute shot, 1 minute for you, 1 minute for everybody. Do you have any haves or wants right now? Anything at all? Just tell me about one of them.
I don't.
Okay, nothing in commercial real estate?
No.
No buyers or sellers?
Typically, most of the people that I deal with, they already have agents that are in commercial and they're big agents. So they don't typically look to me.
If you brought them a deal, would they help? Would they go through you?
Maybe.
Just open up a light, yeah, overhead, little light bulb. Am I right or wrong? What kind of thing are they looking for? Some of these.
They buy like bigger, kind of like
Oh.
30,000 square foot commercial building.
Okay, so that becomes,
And they
That-
see me as their home.
by the way, we have lists of those
Right.
that are not on MLS.
Right.
So what you want to do is ask them a question. If I was able to bring you a building, would you work with me on that building? Could you do that?
For sure.
Okay. Have her a want?
I have 4 acres available for lease, going agricultural, but you can probably zone it to industrial.
Okay, could it be used for parking trucks?
Yeah.
Near the 401 someplace? Near. Beautiful. Is it on MLS?
Are you on this?
Hang on. No, not yet. No, not yet. Not yet. But would you agree, and you too, you can agree or disagree, is he a secret agent right now on that property?
He is. He's an agent.
Yeah.
James Bond.
Says,
Okay, you get the message? You want your information working on the internet. All those wires out there and the satellites and everything else, they're transmitting. That to me is driving on the information highway. If you get your information working on ICI World, that's what I thought of from day one. Instead of it took me 2 hours to get here today, normally a 45-minute trip. Did it double your hours today to get here? Some of you? Yeah. So I call it driving on the information highway when you can post that information on ICI World. Because we're reaching 40,000 people a month, 3,000 other websites, 20,000 emails going out a day. Every piece of information for every single one of you is getting this treatment. Do you have a question?
Sorry to interrupt.
No,
Um,
by all means.
if it's on MLS, do you still recommend?
Oh,
us?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings up another good point. ICI World is like, I was talking to the broker of a 1,000-man office. We're like a Kijiji for brokers.
okay.
You can post what you want, haves and wants, but it's all set up to be like a database of MLS. But for information, the main thing is you have to watch your information. You don't want to give away the address. That's what I'm stressing here today, because I'm going to other offices and they say, oh, I have a I have a $40 million hotel in such and such a city. Bingo, you just gave it away. What are you doing? That's what some of these other commercial offices, believe it or not, name brand companies are doing some of this stuff. No.
Team of people, sorry, that helps with kind of like the way it's written, yeah, like maybe the,
You are talking to them right now.
okay,
And Lorraine.
okay.
Lorraine's been with me for over 10 years. 15, how many years, Lorraine, you been here?
Never had an
13.
13 years.
So can you play the movie forward? So the original question that you had was, you found something that was like whatever, $1.8
Yes.
dollar. Okay, so somebody had, so it's already.
Oh,
for
I'm
sale.
going to be going over it.
Okay.
I'm going to
So then
use
how
the
do I
power.
make money?
Okay. Well,
That's what I care about.
first of all, when you're talking to the owner of a property, like, and we'll use your case for the land, you're going to ask them, if I bring you a buyer, would you pay a commission? What's the answer?
Sure.
Got it? One yes. One yes.
Yep.
Second question.
Set
Second question.
a commission. What is a commission?
Oh, no, hang on. We'll cover that. Some of these questions, I'm going to let you know, we're just a little service, $30 a month, believe it or not. Okay? You're going to be splitting your commission. I don't know your splits, but people, the office is going to be making tens of thousands of dollars too, along with you. Okay? Even if they're on 90/10, I don't care what split you're on. Somebody's making a lot of money. You got to talk to your broker about commissions. Okay? And we can give you some little things. You can ask me questions we'll talk about, but I don't want to get into commissions today. That's not the big thing. Where was I at? Oh yeah, secret agent number 9. Okay. The second question you're going to ask your owner is, would you cover me with a 48-hour exclusive listing once I have a buyer? By the way, all this is going to be online later for you to also do. And the first thing I do, in fact, I'll even mark it down right now for you. Number 5 on the login page, all these 3 questions are going to come up in a beautiful video for you. It's going to go over everything I just did here today, because it's hard to remember everything word for word. But you should mark down number 5 on the login member management page at iciworld.com. Number 5.
Okay.
So it goes over this. And then you're going to see a red button, which is a complete recording of a past session that we've done within the last month or 2. And there's also a purple button of some more sessions that we've done. You can familiarize yourself going over this. And Lorraine will appreciate that, because I followed the PowerPoint on some of those other ones. I'm not following the PowerPoint today, as you see. You're an advanced crowd, and I want to just get you going right away. For some reason, I feel like that. So the second question, what would they say? Would you sign a 48-hour exclusive listing once I have a buyer?
Sure.
Any problems with that, anyone? This is a verbal commitment that once he finds a buyer, they'll sign a 48-hour exclusive listing. 4.5 million, 6%, 5%, whatever commission you want. Third question is, will you give me permission to market it, but I'm going to do it without the address, without identifying the property? Because if you ask the restaurant owner, will you give me permission to advertise it, what are they going to say?
Oh.
They're going to say no. But you say, here's how the ad is going to read. What city are we in, Concord?
Yeah.
Okay. Your ad is going to read Concord, restaurant, $500,000, making money. That's it. Can you figure out which restaurant that is? If you show that to the owner, do you think he would give you permission to at least do that verbally? Yeah. I call you up and say, by the way, I'm interested in that restaurant. I'm in Concord. I would like to have a look at it today. Can I have the address? I want to drive by with my family and my colleagues. And if I like it, I'll call you back. What's the address?
No.
You make a statement, something like this. In this particular case, I have to put an agreement in place first. But if it's okay with you, I'll show it to you on Saturday at 12 noon. Come to my office and I'll make arrangements for you to say it. You let them.
For me, I want to see it today.
You let them know that, well, you can figure out all the arrangements. The point is that you tell them you'll set it up, come to my office and go from there. Now, The day before you're showing, what are you going to do?
It's something in writing from the owner.
You got it. Get it in writing. That's the most important thing I want to share with you today, is you get it in writing, something from the owner to cover your showing.
Just so you're not spinning your wheels, is there a way to qualify that buyer even before you tell them come to my office? Like half the time or most of the time, they're like, well, give me the
Buyer
information, tell me some more.
Okay?
They
They're
want
always
you to
I've-
gonna try and like, even if you don't give them the address, they're gonna want to pull more information.
100% professional question. When you get a call off an ad, I don't care, off the internet, whatever, what do you do to qualify people? You come into the office, you got to qualify them. You got to, in fact, you're going to be providing the most important service, why I enjoy working with you, why I can't offer, I would not want to operate Kijiji for all the garbage and the fraud and all the things they're doing. And I don't want to go into it. It's just terrible what's going on. The internet is a real big problem today, as well as good stuff. It's tremendous bad stuff. Am I right or wrong? Okay. And I'm saying that on our service, I'm so happy I'm with you right now, because you're going to qualify that buyer.
When they come in.
Oh,
When they
yeah.
get them in the door.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to qualify them and you're going to ask them for identification. I need something with your picture on it, an ID, government ID, something, right? You're going to go through all of that you're being taught by your board, by the brokers here. You're going to do the same thing with that buyer. You're not going to just show them to any Tom, Dick, or Harry. You want to know who you're dealing with. Absolutely. I agree. 100%. So you do your stuff that you normally do. Treat it as a classified ad response in a newspaper.
Correct.
All right. So now, the day before, you go get yourself a 48-hour exclusive listing from the owner. Some of the guys dealing in hotels, they get a 1 week. I had one guy in Sudbury sold the property with a 2-hour listing agreement. Why? Because they were presenting an offer at 5 o'clock on a Saturday. He says, I'll show my property between 12 and 2. And if we like it, we'll come in and make an offer at the same time. He did it. He won the offer. 2-hour listing, spelled out. And he showed it. So yeah, it's amazing. Exclusive listing forms, you can get them if you walk inside the front door at the Treb on Don Mills. Walk into the right, there's exclusive listing forms. In Treb, they've got exclusive listing forms. Aria's got them, Korea's got, there's a listing forms. Just talk to your broker. And this also, you're going to meet other brokers that are online as well. You can talk to them about that as well. And you can talk to them about commission splits, how much to charge and all that kind of stuff.
Question.
Sure.
Going back to what the secret agent over here says, to qualify in your office. So the prospective buyer comes to your office. By him or her showing you the ID, that just shows that who he or she is. But you're not really actually qualifying that prospective buyer. So where's the qualifying?
You know, everybody has a different way of qualifying them. That's beyond the scope of ICI World. That's up to your broker to talk. That's a good question to ask your broker. How do you go about qualifying and knowing that they're a qualified buyer, right or wrong? Okay, I don't want to spend time on that because I got this other stuff to do. Suffice it to say that I know one thing. I've had a broker, it's like the a guy walks in with overall ons, muddy boots, walks into a Cadillac dealership, and 2 people wouldn't serve him, but the young guy did and sold him a Cadillac. Why? Because he was a farmer that owned a lot of land. So how are you going to qualify them? That's a skill set that you kind of develop, and you should talk more about that. I could spend a 1 hour situation here discussing it, but I'm going to tell you something interesting. Here's what a really good answer, I think, for that. I did a survey one time on a lot of the higher priced properties. I'm talking from 5 to 100 million and more. Within 4 calls, they got into a transaction was an average. Why? Because who the heck is going to call on a $50 million shopping center for fun? It doesn't happen. It doesn't really exist. So chances are the person that calls you, they're probably already qualified because they called you and they know the price. You can actually be into a transaction before you know it. So I'm saying take it a little easier because some people don't want to say, oh, here's all my finances for the last 3 years. Are they going to hand you all that? It's not going to happen, right? So you got to stick handle. Again, it's all part of developing a business relationship with people, which you're all doing because you've all been in the business for a while. Okay, good questions. Let's now we formed an association. The only people that can advertise in our database, one, are licensed real estate brokers and salespeople. So this is an association. Just as far as I'm concerned, we're an independent association, just like any association that's in the business town of Toronto, and you got all these other associations and real estate boards. But we're also a technology company supplying the database to all these companies as well. All right, we're going to start going through some of this stuff a little quicker here. We've already installed the app. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong one. There we go. There's lots of business out there. That's what this basically covers. $397 trillion, and there's more and more real estate all the way. 90% of the millionaires, we all know that, made it in real estate. So we're in the right business, as far as I'm concerned. What you're going to learn when you're joining ICI World is all of these things. Doing business every day, how do you do that? Every place you travel, you already spent the time to drive to that campground or trailer park. Why not take a moment while you're there to talk to the owner? Would you consider selling your park for the right price? Even though you're not skilled at doing that, selling that kind of property, you have the contact. One person in our last seminar met a gentleman who knows the accountant for somebody that owns a $50 million shopping center. He's never sold a shopping center before in his life, but he knows the person who's got one for sale. By the way, it's on ICI World, $50 million shopping center. Now, I told him, you got to get your broker of record or somebody in your office that's skilled, maybe consider splitting your commission with them for them to help you. Would you mind splitting your commission with someone that knows how to sell a shopping center and splitting part of your commission with them, or getting your broker to help you? Or just do a referral to the broker that's got the buyer. If the commission's 200 grand for one end and 200 for the other, 100, you make 25% just to do a referral. So by asking one free question, you can be generating a lot of potential business. Improving your network. You have an instant network of buyers and sellers. Instant. And all of these can go on your website. I'm going to be showing you that in a moment. I'm going to start moving along a little quicker. The whole seminar covered properly is in a video number 5 on our login page. It's the red button or the purple button. The red button and the purple button on number 5 on the login page. Actually, pardon me? Yes, you're not going to log in. You're going to go to the even if you're not a member, you can go to the login member management page. Everything on that page is for members, so you can start to get familiar with it. Okay, next is closing more deals. I showed you over the $1 billion of sales. Show clients your real estate activity. This is beautiful. If you talk to a restaurant owner, how many salespeople do you think that restaurant owner knows?
What?
Give me a number. 100 maybe. 10, 20 or more, right? So you're just one of anybody else. Am I right or wrong? But if you can take your website, and let's pretend that this is your website, okay? This is your website. Everybody's got MLS, right? This is an income website. What website companies do you guys deal with? Agent Locator, Web for Realty, Inside
I have one.
Income Real Estate. Up, one of the buttons that are on here, if you notice, is exclusives. You are going to have an exclusive button for $30 on your website with information coming in daily. It updates itself automatically with new listings, buyers and sellers every single day. And you show the owner of that restaurant, you tell them to click on exclusive, and look what comes up, all the choices. Commercial, residential, businesses, it's all here. And then if you tell them to click on, let's say, business opportunities, and this comes up, they can click on restaurants. Hang on. There's a little delay here. Click on restaurants, and over 100 buyers and sellers, a restaurant comes up. If you show this to the owner of a restaurant, and none of these other 100 brokers or 10 brokers or other ones don't show him, don't you think he's going to lean into dealing with you because you've got all the connections for buyers and sellers? So this is a way to show your clients real estate activity. And don't forget, the wants are on here as well. Website visitors. Let's say you have, you're dealing with a lawyer and you ask the lawyer, do you have anybody looking to buy or sell real estate? You are going to send them to your website. You're going to tell them to click on exclusives, click on Ontario Commercial Mostly Exclusives, and go down to shopping centers. And you are going to have over 100 shopping centers from $60 million on down. You tell me, this is on your website. This is going to be on your website. Isn't that neat? And then if somebody clicks on it, up comes an email. Guess who gets the email? Give me a high five. You tell me if that isn't fantastic. High five. Isn't that amazing? You're going to get the calls from an email on any listing. Isn't that fantastic? You just need one lead, go show something, bingo, make $50,000. And I got brokers that are doing it regularly. They're doing it.
I have a question.
Sure.
Can you advertise anything out of Canada, like
Yes.
any other country?
The planet Earth.
Okay, thank you.
And you want to know something? If there's something on the moon because of Elon Musk and Mars and everything, I'll just put a word up there, Mars, for sale. And listed by Roy LePage. Okay, it's that easy to do. And by the way, I'm looking for ideas for development from each and every one of you. I'm even looking for one of you to be a trainer to conduct this session in other places. If you're at all interested in a teaching, get back to me. Okay, low inventory, sign more listing, bingo. You're going to have instant inventory on your website that you can talk to people. If you go into a coffee shop, talk to the owner of the coffee shop. They might want to sell a bakery. All of those, they're all available. And there's buyers and sellers for all of it. Did I leave the pointer? Yep. Okay. You can do business every day. I'm going to skip through this a little bit. Lead generation.
Wondering why search engines aren't.
I'm actually,
Homepage.
let me see. In the essence of time, I'm going to have to move on. I'm going to have to move on from websites. I will help every single one of you with your websites. Okay? People, you're not using your websites to the maximum. Do you agree or disagree? Okay? I've got stuff for you one-on-one that I'll be helping each and every one of you with as well. Okay? You're going to be, by the way, when you show all these exclusive listings on your website, all your customers are going to say, oh my boy, that market is active. And why should visitors come back to you? That's another thing. We have a button called Latest. So once they see all those shopping centers or apartment buildings, there's a button called Latest, so your customers can come back every 1 or 2 or 3 days to your website. When you join ICI World, you do not send people to ICI World. You send them to your own website. Got it? And then if they're looking for apartments, say click on Latest every day or two and you'll see new ones coming in. And in this business, I know location is very important. That's primary. Guess what else is just as important, sometimes more? Timing. You got to get, we are all matchmakers in this room. Okay, we're trying to match the seller who's thinking about selling exactly at the right time of somebody in the world that's thinking of buying. There's no other service doing this except ICI World. And it started from a book by Bill Gates that I never even got into today called Business at the Speed of Thought. If you can take a thought out of your brain, I know of a bakery for sale, or I have a buyer for a shopping center. That is just a thought right now in your mind. It's not a listing, but that thought, you can network on a world service that specializes in that.